Everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. Absolute pleasure to have you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies here with me. Thank you so much for joining me. I just I realized when I started recording this morning that I'm wearing the same jumper that I wore during my last readings. It has been washed in between. I do have limited clothes, and I wash most days. My mum, so Team Granny, is back in hospital at the moment. She seems to do really well with her cancer, her leukemia on the IV drip. She literally has no immune system at the moment. The IV antibiotic drip, but for some reason, the oral big gun, like massive amounts of oral antibiotic, just don't seem to be cutting it for whatever reason. So the doctors are keeping her in again, really determined to find out why she's getting these fever spikes. There are various reasons. They may not even be an infection, but the fact that they do react to the antibiotics indicates that they are. So currently, within the next 24 hours, she is going for a full body CT scan to see if they can find out if it is an infection, where it is hiding, so they can really hit it. Now, all free, universal healthcare, although, as she does like to point out, it's the first time she's actually ever been in hospital with this issue. For need of actual hospital treatment. First time she was in hospital was when she was born. She had 3 other visits when each of her children were born, and nothing else until now. So she's now getting her taxpayers' dollars worth. Okay, a few of you have asked for me to have a look at the Allred Cruz debate, which is coming up on the 15th of October. I never felt that Trump would debate Harris again, and he's now come out and said he's not going to do it. He does occasionally say, oh, he might if he feels like it. Yeah, whatever. I have never felt that he will. Because all he's going to do is just lie, and lie some more. Okay, poker shuffling my Gilded Tarot Royale. I want to have a look at the Allred Cruz debate. Now, I am going to have a look at some more runoffs, and I'm going to revisit, was it the Bernie versus the one where Sherrod, the one I got the name slightly wrong, just in case, because I watched then later that day a video that Cash Peters had done where he said, oh, whoops, he mixed up his little characters that he sends on the walk once on one occasion that he is aware of, and basically it went round the other way. So let's have a look. How is the debate going for Colin Allred? This is an election that is really in play. So I want to have a look. How's it going to go for Colin Allred, and what's going to be the outcome? Come on down. Let's have a look. Wheel of Fortune. I think it's going to go well. It's going to go well. It is time. People are ready for change. I don't understand how Cruz keeps getting elected in, but he does. But it is time. It is Allred's time. Okay. Challenged by the Page of Swords, which is a immature figure bringing his knife to a gunfight type thing. So his challenge is going to be the immaturity of Cruz. I'm just going to put it like that, the immaturity of Cruz, who thinks that he's just going to wave his sword around and all will be wonderful as usual. But I just feel it's not going to be. Another challenge for this could also be the determination of Allred to bring the truth while Cruz is immaturely waving his sword around. So I'm feeling a double-edged meaning there. On the base, we've got a lot of positive messaging coming out. So I do like this for Allred. At the foundation, the energies that he's stewing in at the moment is the Two of Swords. It is it's an indecision about what truth to bring, potentially. So it is a debate. I mean, you're not going to know until the day what the questions are. So um, there is uncertainty about what path he will take forward and what truths he needs to bring. I think he just needs to take the blindfold off and be himself and do what's right. Not This is almost like over practicing as well. So therefore, one ends up confused or like you sort of practice to go down a certain path and then something comes out and it throws you to go down the alternative, like, and you're not sure what to say going down the alternative. So if anything, I would warn Colin Allred not to over practice, not to have set, be aware of his information, but not to have set answers um, memorized by rote, is what I'm getting there. Okay, in the past, we've got uh, the giving and receiving of help, but very much um, the money being doled out to the poor. In the past, this is almost like Cruz having a throttle grip on the economy, on the money of the past. I mean, has Cruz actually ever done anything for Texas? So paying out just enough to keep the unwashed masses happy, but not enough to actually improve their lot. Okay, crowning this reading, Eight of Swords. I am concerned that Colin Allred may over practice. What have we got? Three swords going through. This is about truth. This is about wisdom. This is about knowledge. This is about a strategy, finding himself restricted by the strategy because he may have over practiced. He needs to bring knowledge. He needs to have enough knowledge that he can switch and change as required. I am concerned that he will tie himself up in how much he wants to get across. So you've got to remember also when you had the Biden-Trump debate, Biden's answers were fabulous, but he got caught up in trying to get the message across, the information across. I mean, I know he was ill. I don't disagree with that at all. But I also feel that Biden, he had information that he wanted, truths that he wanted to get across. So what was happening is he slipped into that not answering the question, not being able to pivot because he found himself trapped by what he wanted to say. Okay. Immediate future for Colin Allred is an offer being made, but I'm feeling the offer may not be. This is the questions being thrown at him. Okay, thank you. I don't know what channel this is being played on. The questions being up for offer, but they may come across as friendly, but they're not necessarily so. Externally, again, the swords, finding himself in retreat. Oh, Colin. Um, he's bringing it all. He has the light to do it, but I'm just really worried that he's just going to find himself love the guy, can't stand Cruz. I'll have a look at Cruz in a moment. Hopefully he's getting even worse cards. But I just can't get away from the feeling that he's going to do similar to what Biden did, that there is messaging that he wants to get across, so he's not being nimble is the word I'm getting. Internally, significant end, new beginning, but this is about new doors opening, dawns of new days, new doors opening. He stepped through the door internally. Hopes and fears, inspirational messaging being brought forward. We hope that he can do that. The outcome, right? We've got a real change from the intellectual truth telling to the messaging here. Surrender to the messaging. So the outcome. Surrender. I'm getting surrender the messaging, not to the messaging, surrender the messaging. He has all this that he can draw on. He needs to surrender the one wand that he's hanging on to, because he has the ability to really bring it, to manifest and to control this debate. And oh, my goodness, the star. I think he's going to shine. I think there's going to be a celebration here. And we've got the Queen of Swords, which is my Harris card, and we've got the Voter, and we've got Strength. So he has the strength of the Harris uplift behind him. We've then got skilled work going on behind the scenes, bringing about a new beginning. So on the base, we've got the Eight of Wands. A lot of really positive messaging coming forward really quickly, taking his seat as a legislator. Okay. He's going to own this face-to-face debate. We have the Star of Hope and Healing. We have the Temperance card, able to juggle. Okay, so thank you for that outcome. It allays my fears that I think what will happen is he may, at the start, we may all sort of go, oh, but once he surrenders to the message that he wants, that he's pre-prepared, I think he'll do well. But he has to let go of that pre-prepared strategy. Okay, how's the debate going to go for Ted Cruz? Show me, how's this debate going? Oh, I don't think it's going to go well. So we've got here tooting his own horn, but here's the questions being asked, combative, and he's not going to like the outcome. We've got Harris here. He's going to be seen. The messaging he's going to put out there is going to put him in a very uncomfortable position. And see you later, Ted Cruz. Right. Nothing is set in stone. There is free will here, because it is time to pack your bags and shut the door. I think I'm just going to say Ted Cruz is not going to go well. But he's going to be combative. He's not going to like the questions that he's asked. He's going to be seen in a very uncomfortable light, and it's bringing about an ending because it's way past time. He's going to start off aggressively tooting his own horn. I don't know that anyone's going to buy it, but yeah, I think Colin Allred will come out on top. Oh, thank goodness for those last cards for Allred. But he does need to, I'm just going to say he needs to let go of pre-planned answers and pre-planned strategy so that he can pivot and go with it. Okay, loved you all. Catch you shortly. Take care. Bye-bye.